Hey everybody, I figured I'd do a video. It's been a while since I did a video, so a snap-on light. Sorry about that. And I was gonna do a video on muskets and rifled muskets. Well, just one rifled musket, two muskets. Going through, I'm gonna start with this one. So I've got very early war, early to say Chancellorsville, then Chancellorsville throughout the war. So I'm going to go from later war, mid to late war, and then work my way up. So I've got my P-1853 Enfield rifled musket. It's fully defarbed from Lodgewood. I bought it off a guy in my unit. He's our commander, I guess still is. But had to fix a couple holes. He had a telescopic sight on it, or a scope on it, so I had to put two little MIG welds because it was drilled and tapped for the scope. The ladder sight still has the, I'll call that a rung. Still got the rung on it. A lot of them lose the rung because that little screw right there comes out and then loosens up and falls off. I have original bayonet, original bayonet that fits it. This one I think was imported later because of the markings, if it would focus. Anyway, no, you can't see the markings, but it is an original. I got it at Horse Soldier up in Gettysburg. If you're going to get an original bayonet, take your musket along, because not all the reproduction barrels, well, all the reproduction barrels are probably the same circumference, but original bayonets and stuff, not all of them will fit it. So take your musket, a rifled musket up. So yeah, my 1853 Enfield. This was one of the most common rifled muskets, Chancellorsville and after, for the Confederacy. I don't know the exact number on import into the Confederacy, but they did import Enfields into the North, the United States at that time. Also, so this is for my after Chancellorsville Confederate impression and my Federal impression, which I'll do in another video. So moving on, I'll just move this musket up there, and then I have my 1842 Springfield. It is not defarbed. I'm wanting to get it defarbed in good time. So this is my early war for Confederate or Federal. Like I said, these were used sorry. These were used from 1861 First Manassas to about Chancellorsville, or right after. They started becoming less common after Gettysburg, because most of the Army in Northern Virginia picked up rifled muskets at Chancellorsville. So yeah, this one has, hold on, maybe my light will work. That don't help. It's It's got 1847 dated right here. Springfield Armory. Oh, just Springfield. And it has the eagle, or the E pluribus unum, with US under it. And the Italian markings and serial number. And the Italian markings are right here, which you can't really see, but I've almost got them off. I need to polish this. I need to put it on a buffing wheel and polish it and everything because it's kind of rusty. Well, not rusty, but pitted. And here's my 1842 bayonet. It's a repop, it's junky. You can hold it up and you can see the curve in it, where I stuck it in the ground and it bent. And then I heated it up in a forge and tried to bend it back without hammering it, but it's got some hammer marks in it. Whatever. So, moving on from my 42, which this is good for early war Federal and early and mid-war Confederate. The defarbed ones would have this little pin here in the strap swivel would be flush with the actual swivel itself, like this one here. It's flush. Of course, different things. The stock would be about the same color, maybe a little darker. Some of the originals are almost a black. They came out of Arsenal, almost a black finish on the wood. Some other things. That would most likely say Harper's Ferry on it. And would have, it would have black on the inside of the lettering and the numbers. And same with the E pluribus unum. Some other things. That's about it. Besides the stock be recontoured, slimmed down a little bit. Oh. And the front, I guess you would consider that a band, but the sight here would be brass instead of just regular steel. So yeah, is that. And my newest musket is an original model 1816 Evans. It dated 1829 US. And then you can't see, but it says Evans V Forge for Valley Forge. This is my original. Most of them during the war was converted to percussion. It's in really good shape for its age. It's got, oops, sorry. It's right here, you can see it has a cartouche in it. It looks like a blob on the camera, but it's a cartouche, I promise. The stock of it is a lot more slim than the 42. But the 42's not defarbed, so if I did, it would be recontoured stock and it'd be slimmer. Around here. I did my research before I got this. There was, I believe, 4 Virginia regiments issued these before Manassas. The flintlocks, not the converted percussion. The Evans was made in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. I believe 10,000 were produced. Now I couldn't get a number on how many of these were issued. like the actual Valley Forge ones, but the Harpers Ferry 1816 ones. There was, I believe, 4 or 5 Virginia regiments that was issued it, and North Carolina regiments. So, yeah, it's in great shape. I had it checked over and everything. You could shoot it. I don't know if I will. I need to get a flint for it though. But I need to get a flint. Everything's in good working order. The trigger has a little bit of play, but and they all do. And this is original, so. And I have a bayonet on the way from Dixie Gun Works. It's not an original bayonet because those are pretty pricey, and I really don't have the money for that right now. I think they're 200 and upwards in price. So, and see how the sight here is brass. That's the way it should be on the 42. Then the bayonet lug right here. Sorry, right there, bayonet lug. So yeah. There's no stamps or anything close to the breech of the barrel. But it's real nice. I paid $1,300 for it, and it's an original, like I said. And the Pedersoli reproduction 1816s go for, I think, $1,600, and that's for a reproduction. So I got pretty lucky on this. And if you're wondering about my blanket, this is an Abe Thomas blanket. Abe Thomas blanket. I don't know where my mind is today. Sorry. So I have 2 live cartridges and a just a powder one for reenacting. So this is a live well, I say live, they're all live, but this is a 69 caliber cartridge made for specifications by the Armory. And this is just a regular cartridge with a 5.77 mini ball and 70 grains of black powder. Percussion kit. And then the one for reenacting has toilet paper in it. But you can see the difference in size of them two. But I was using thicker paper on the one with the mini ball in it, so it's hard to get them perfect little folds like it and that. But this is a really cheap, crappy musket tool that I picked up when I first started. I'm gonna attempt to find an original soon. And that's about it. I'm going to be making more videos on my stuff in time. I've got to do a video on my Federal impression, my updated Confederate impression, and some other things I've acquired over time. So thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.